Hey guys, Denise here. And if you're looking for a great hip mobility drill to open up the hips and get them nice and loose, try this 1990 hip drill that I'm going to show you today. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so the 1990 hip drill is one of the mobility drills that you do for the hip that I really love. You are able to work on both internal rotation of the hip as well as external rotation of the hip with this one exercise drill. The thing is, we don't want to have stiff hips. We want to have the hip joint as mobile as possible. If you have stiff hips, most likely it's going to start affecting your lower back and also the way that your pelvis is maintained. And from there, your posture will be affected as well. The thing is, most people suffer from either one, internal or external rotation of the hip with some stiffness there. So we're going to go through how you could check for the internal and external stiffness, and also we're going to do how do you do the 1990 hip drill. So I like to get into the quadruped position, which is all fours. Once you're in this position, you want to make sure and firmly get that knee on the ground. You only need to use one leg for this. When that knee is firmly planted there on the floor, try to make sure that it's directly under the hip, so that you're not like this or too much forward. You have a straight line going down. And what you want to do here, you're going to try to move this knee, which is connected to the hip, by the femur. You're going to do an internal, which will be moving to the left or right to see whether the joint gives some resistance. I'm going to tell you, I'm usually very tight with my internal rotation. So for me, when I go to the inward towards my body like this, right, this is going to be internal rotation. Please don't pay attention to the foot too much. We want to pay attention to what's going on in this joint, right? Now, if I'm going to the opposite side, you'll see there's some resistance. I can't go as far like that as it there for me. Other than that, I'm getting resistance. So for me, I know I need to work on my internal rotation to get that hip moving a little bit more in that position. So how do we start to do this 1990 hip drill? So first of all, the name kind of gives it away. I want to get in a seated position, and from here, I'm going to get this foot, this leg, in this 90-degree angle here. And I'm also going to get the other one in a 90-degree angle. So we're going to start off like this. Now, the thing is, if you are doing this exercise for the first time, you're going to find where it's going to kind of push it down this way, because to reach up to this point where I am getting upright does require, a lot of practice doing this, and also to work on your hip joint mobility. So it's okay if you start off here where you have the legs in this 90-90 position. What you want to focus on as you progress is making sure that the knee, we focus on this knee. What I want you to do is try focusing on pushing this knee towards the floor and pushing this knee as well towards the floor, because the purpose of this is, we gain in the position, but it's also now to get isometric contractions going on that gets the glutes and this glute as well, and the hamstrings and the glute medius. We want all the muscles that are connecting towards the hip to become activated while we're in this position. So it's not just passively staying here. So for me, if you are new to the exercise, you can use a kettlebell, or if you have any sort of book, anything that can get you elevated, because you might be like this and not able to come up. This is going to help you get some height and straighten up. You could use this and just push up. You'll find that you'll feel like when you're raising up, it's going to feel very, I don't want to say pain, but you'll feel some discomfort in that. The thing is, if you do get pain when you're in this position, pain that it's not where you actually think something is wrong, if it's not, what I want to say is, like, if it's not where you know when something is wrong. If you get that type of pain, then probably you do want to do this, right? And probably you should seek further medical help on it. But it's pretty easy on everybody who tries it, and that's why I'm suggesting that you can do this at home, anywhere, get this mobility drill done. So once you are pressing down, squeeze this glute. You want to hold this position as much as you can, but I'm suggesting if you could stay here for first timers, 20 seconds to start off with. And for persons more advanced, we could stay here for like a minute or two. Good, so how do we get to the other side? I'm working on internal and external rotation here, but now I want to go over to change the position. So all I'm going to do is, for the persons now starting, I can put my hand over here, and I'm now changing over here. I'm going now, maintaining, and I'm gone back into the 90 now. So this is where I'm going to work on internal rotation, and this now is going to work on external rotation. Once you get accustomed to it and you've practiced more, you can do it more advanced. You can take your hands off of the floor and try turning on your own to make it harder, and also to get the hips more not stiffen and more mobile. And that's pretty much your 90 degree hip mobility drill. I hope you guys try this, and if you do, please leave the comments in below. And I want to say, all the persons who have recently subscribed, thanks for subscribing, and stay tuned for other upcoming videos. We always appreciate hearing from you from Lifecycle 360. Have a good one, guys. Take care and see y'all soon. Bye.